What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Super excited for this one. So just went and picked up this 2023 Razor Turbo R, brand new from the dealership. Definitely a impulsive buy, but at the same time, with how much we ride out here and everything that we do and the channel and all that, it just made sense. So went ahead and picked this up. So I just want to kind of go through the machine, give a complete overview and just my overall opinion of the machine so far. So let's get right into it. All right, guys, so we're just going to do a walk around of the machine. So this is a 2023 Razor Turbo R. It is the ultimate, so it does have the 32s. It does have the ride command. It's got the Rockford stage 2 system, so it's got those front and rear speakers. It's got the adjustable harnesses, so like when you lean forward, you could actually lean forward, kind of like the Click 6s that are in the Razor Turbo S. I did start swapping some of the things over from my old machine, onto the new one. So I put my fire extinguisher on. I got the whips mounted up. I just have to wire them. I did put the side mirrors on. This does have a backup camera as well. But yeah, just to kind of give a walk around. Beautiful, beautiful machine. This is the Onyx Matte Black, and one of my favorite, color combos. You see a lot of the blue ones, you see a lot of the gray ones with the green and the orange, but you don't really see a lot of these in the Onyx Black as of yet. So love the all black. This looks really stealthy. Just like the Pro R, it's got the beefed up A-arms. It's got the nice Walker Evans updated shocks, front and rear. The radius rods are real beefy. They've got this extra little support brace there. It's the same exact motor as my machine, essentially, but it's got a little bit bigger of a turbo. They've tweaked some things on it. So instead of 168 horsepower, this has got 181 horsepower, which is plenty in the trails. Most of the time in my machine, I'm blowing the tires off anyway in the sugar sand. But let's go ahead and check out the inside. So inside, like I said, you've got the harnesses front and rear that are adjustable. You've got these straps to adjust them, to pull them tighter. They're real comfortable. The seats are really, really plush. They really hold you in place. They don't look like much, but they actually have a good amount of support and a good amount of cushion. So let's go ahead and fire it up. So again, it's got the ride command. I'm going to be adding a subwoofer in. There's a subwoofer that makes this the stage 3 system that goes under the glove box. And it's just plug and play with the factory ride command system. See, we've got 22 miles on the dash, 3.3 engine hours, not even broken in yet, so I haven't been going crazy on it. I haven't really floored it, trying to break the engine in right, trying to break the belt in. You got all your switches over here for your lights and for your 4-wheel drive system. You got these really cool buttons on the steering wheel, so you can play and pause your music, volume up and down. This is the button for the maps if you want to go to the Polaris ride command. And then on this side is typically where you'd have the buttons if you had the electronic shocks. You've got a bunch of empty spots here for the accessories if you want to add some more rocker switches, which I'm definitely going to do. And then what's cool is you've got this little port right here. This is a tender for your battery, so you just get, it doesn't come with it, but you get like a standard trickle charger plug, and you can keep your battery topped up just by plugging it in right there. So you've got some extra storage up here. There's also a USB cable here to plug your phone in. If you pull this box out, that's where the bus bar is, so you can add other things on, like the subwoofer and whatever else that you want to add additionally on to the bus bar. We've got some great storage up here, good size side console there. You got this really cool grab handle here that's easily adjustable. You just flip this out and then you can slide it back and forth. I definitely like it more than the old style that was really low, and this, you could actually hold on up top and get a good firm grip on it. You can hold it on top, you can hold it on the side, whatever makes you more comfortable. We've got the, you can see, what the temperature is outside. Really cool setup here, typical ride command stuff there. This is all telescoping, so the whole cluster moves with the steering wheel in and out. So the steering wheel moves in and out towards you and away from you. You can pull it here. So far, closer to you or farther away. giving you that central driving position that you feel most comfortable in. But yeah, going around to the back, you know, you've got these nice big Walker Evans shocks, these big nitrogen reservoirs. This thing rides like a dream. You can be hitting whoops and, you know, you're just kind of floating over the top of them. Really, really solid there for sure. This one, the cage is really beefed up too. You know, you don't have to worry as much about adding an aftermarket cage, because this one seems like it's really stout compared to the stock cage on my other machine. It's probably a good 1/4 of an inch just fatter. You know, I could barely get my hand around it. Just makes you feel a lot more comfortable in case you're in a rollover and you have a stock cage. Just seems like they did a lot more to make it more structurally supportive, you know, so you don't have to worry. This one comes with the roof also with the ultimate package, so you get a nice aluminum roof as well. You got your radio antenna here, so you can actually pick up radio stations on the ride command. They integrated this nice front bumper too, which most Polarises don't usually come with. You usually have to add that stuff on. Nice big radiator in front too, so you can see there, nice big old fat radiator, and there's 2 of them still, so you can see how much the difference of the size is. Mine is only from like here to here, you know, maybe 14 inches across, so this is probably like 18 inches at least, you know, almost 2 feet long, and there is still two radiators, so keep the machine nice and cool. But nice big motor there for the power steering. The power steering on this is really solid. So all the seats move, you know, forward and back, I believe. I'm not sure if the rear ones slide, but what's cool is you have these adjustments here, so you can lean the seat back or forward. You know, the old Razor seats, they were so straight up, it wasn't very comfortable, whereas these, you know, right now it's in the most reclined position, and it really is, you know, comfortable, so you're not having to sit straight up. You actually have that little bit of a recline, which makes, you know, the comfortability of it a lot better. One thing, the main thing I noticed about this machine was the amount of leg room that's in the back. So look at all of that leg room, and you've got 2 spots here to like kind of put your feet. My daughter noticed that. You got cup holders, 4 cup holders in the center. You got a little storage compartment here. You've got a 12-volt socket there to charge your phones. Same thing up front. You know, you've got some storage there on the side, little holder there for your phone, plus a charger. But yeah, if you look at the rear legroom here, I mean, this is probably 1.5 feet of legroom. And then you go to the old machine, my old 2019 4-seater, you can really see there's just next to no legroom here. I know these seats, you know, don't really help at all either, but these seats are not slid, you know, far back or anything, but there's just not as much legroom. It's night and day. So they really did a great job doing that on this machine with the extra legroom here. So super impressed with that. So this machine comes stock with some Maxxis Rampage Fury. These are 32s. Nice tires. They're really smooth on the road. They're really aggressive in the trails. Looks like they'd be pretty good in mud. I haven't taken it through mud yet, but they look just aggressive enough to be able to get through some stuff. Nice big brakes. I think these are dual piston. I think the other on my turbo is dual piston as well, but you can see just how big these brake calipers are. And if we go over here, you can see how much smaller the other brake calipers are from the factory. So a lot better stopping power there as well on the new Turbo R. So everything's just really beefy. Even these tie rods from the factory, they're real fat. You can tell that Polaris really listened to their people and, you know, learned that, hey, you know, if we're going to charge this for these machines, we got to beef them up. You know, we got to beef up the A-arms. Those were bending all the time. The radius, or the tie rods were bending all the time. The radius rods were bending. So this has pretty beefy radius rods. They're already arched. They're high clearance radius rods, so you're not sitting down here hitting stuff with them. So they definitely were smart, you know, with that. I've got a flip-up windshield, guys, from Super ATV coming. That should be in tomorrow. Definitely needed on this machine. You know, you got to have the windshield on there to protect yourself while you're driving, all the rocks and stuff that kick up. I've also got a rear view mirror that bolts up to that factory location right there. These definitely help, having these side mirrors to see what's behind you, but a nice rearview mirror is really solid as well. So the main difference, guys, between the Turbo R and the Pro R, obviously you get the turbo motor instead of the 4-cylinder motor. This has got 181 horsepower. The Pro R has 225 horsepower. The wheelbase is also shorter as well. So these are 94 inches, I believe. The Pro R, I believe, is like 102 or 104 inches, something like that. So this is a little bit shorter. The other main difference too, sometimes the Turbo Rs come with the electric shocks. This one does not. It has the standard shocks. And then also with the Pro R on the front differential, you typically get a few different modes. So you can do like a fully locking, you can do like a sand mode. There's a bunch of different modes. Whereas with the Turbo R, you're just basically turning the four-wheel drive on or off, just like the standard RZRs. So, you know, for me, if they would have had a Turbo R with the electric shocks, I probably would have gone that route, just because I know there's a big difference in the ride quality in those shocks overall, especially in, you know, the whoops and stuff like that. You can kind of control how hard or how soft they are. But, you know, for what I got this thing for, brand new machine, I really couldn't pass it up. So still very happy to have it. Huge storage box back here as well. They make a bunch of different accessories you can put back here. They have like a storage box that you can put back here for tools and all that. So I'm probably going to pick that up eventually. But yeah, I'm just going to start putting my little things on it. Probably some pod lights and rock lights and stuff like that. Just some lighting. It does have the built-in reverse camera too, which is really nice because you really can't see much out of these machines. But from the factory, it's got that reverse camera, which really helps. It's pretty clear too. So overall, really happy with the machine so far. Plenty of power, rides really great, and you know, I'm looking forward to start making some content with it for sure. Man, I don't know, guys. I'm considering kind of swapping the wheels and tires from my old machine onto this machine. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not really a huge fan of these wheels. I feel like for what you're paying, they could have definitely went with a nicer wheel instead of just a standard 5-spoke. But these are a 32. They're not as aggressive. They're pretty smooth on the street, which I do some street riding and stuff like that. So these are way more aggressive. These are more for, like, you know, if you're going to go through some mud or, you know, something a little bit where you're going to need more an aggressive tire. That's really what these are for. They're not as smooth on the road, which is you know, kind of a problem, because we do some road riding, and sometimes we're going, you know, 40-50 plus miles an hour. So I just like the look of these a lot better. They look a lot more aggressive. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Should I swap these out? I don't even know if they're gonna fit. I mean, you can kind of see these wheels already are real close to this caliper and to the brake rotor and all that, so they may not even fit. I have some spacers on this right now, but I'm trying to get this a little bit more narrow. This is 74 inches wide, front and rear. My machine is 72 inches. Really trying to get it to fit into my toy hauler, and 72 inches is pretty much the max that you can fit in there, so this is not even going to fit. So that's why I'm considering maybe swapping the wheels. Maybe there'll be a lower offset to kind of tuck them in a little bit. I don't know. I doubt it. I think because that suspension is out so far, I think either way I'm going to have a problem. I'm going to have to run some Steelies, some little donuts or something to make it fit. But let me know what you guys think. Guys, thanks for tuning in again. Just kind of wanted to go over the machine. Definitely looking forward to making some content with the machine. I always talk about making content with these things, and then I never do, because I usually sell them by the time I actually decide to make content. But definitely going to start doing some more stuff with this machine. So stay tuned, guys. If you're not, just make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, comment. See you guys on the next one.